right, let's go.
All right, what we talking about?
Butter, baby.
Guns in your butter.
Guns and
Oh,
butter.
it's not biscuits and butter?
Guns and butter.
Oh,
Guns and butter. It's guns and butter.
You got your
Hey, man,
guns.
start the goddamn
Nigga,
shit.
shut up. Nigga, y'all motherfuckers keep talking.
Your value.
Niggas keep talking. Stop talking.
Start the goddamn episode.
Stop talking.
All right.
You want flesh and blood?
I thought you was changing this music.
I'm going to. I have to edit that shit in.
Fuck, man, you about to get us sued.
Welcome back to the Cup Check Podcast, episode 11. This is where buddies get together to discuss sports, relationships, culture, current events, and everything in between. Nothing's off limits. Been friends for over 20 years, but rarely agree on anything. So, with no further ado, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
You know what I'm saying?
Cheers.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Yeah. Whatever.
He put this nasty green shit in my fucking cup.
You asked for it.
God.
Drink is good.
Yeah, what's in the cups today?
It's got potassium and calcium.
It's a cucumber in here. So yeah, we got like green drink mixed with the rocks tequila and whatever.
Yeah.
Some ginger ale, ginger beer.
Daytime drinking at its finest.
Day drinking.
It's my
How's everybody
favorite.
doing, man?
Doing good, man.
Guys doing all right?
Yeah, we good.
Got Doris back again.
Good to be back,
Good to
man.
see you,
Back to back sessions.
Back to back,
man.
dog.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Back to back, dog. Like Drake out here, though.
You got put out.
Got nowhere else to go. All right, so we're gonna open it up with a question, man.
Oh, I want to
Actually-
say one thing. Happy birthday, Rob.
Thank you, man.
You've had a
Oh, yeah.
40th birthday since the last
Yeah, I
time we
did.
met.
Hey, you did.
Yeah,
Happy
hollering out his
birthday.
age on
Good
here?
time.
Yeah,
man.
40.
Okay.
Yeah.
40.
40. Yeah, happy birthday.
In case anybody was wondering.
Yeah, they wasn't.
Damn.
I'm old, dog. I'm old. It's all right, though. All right, I actually got a statement. I need y'all to agree or disagree. It ain't tricking if you got it. Agree or disagree.
In theory.
Oh, that's the statement?
That's a
I
statement.
thought you were just asking.
It ain't
That's
tricking
it.
if you got it.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
Do you agree or disagree?
That's cap. As the young folks say, that's cap.
That's cap.
That's cap. It's always been cap.
Yeah?
It's always been cap.
It ain't tricking if you got it. So it's tricking no matter what, is what you saying?
That's what the definition of cap is. You're saying it's a lie. FYI.
It depends on who it's going to. Like, it ain't tricking if it's your wife, right? Like, right?
Is it though?
Why not?
You can trick money off on yourself though.
True.
That's true.
You're backed into a corner. Fight your way out, man.
Y'all know.
Nah, we don't. That's what we want you to explain.
Fight your way
Y'all
out,
know
man.
the definition of tricking.
I want you to explain what you mean though.
Historically speaking, tricking referred to when guys were spending money on things, people that they didn't have a title. You know what I'm saying?
No.
fuck are you talking about?
They didn't have a title.
I'm trying to understand here, but you talking so damn slow.
Is tricking a real thing? Tricking is a real thing.
Roy dragged me.
Fair enough.
My whole left side went up.
And maybe you should respond last instead of first. 'Cause you dug yourself into this one.
So what is it tricking or no? Like if you got millions in the bank and your chick, side chick, main chick,
A
girlfriend, a chick, whatever it is, and you dropping bread on her, and fly her out on trips and doing stuff. Is it still tricking if you got the money?
$1 million is $1 million. I don't care if you Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos.
it's tricking.
It's
It's still
tricking.
tricking.
It's all
no matter
tricking, no matter what to me.
That's what I meant to say the first time.
It's a simple statement.
Into that roofie. Right?
Yes. Tricking is tricking is tricking. It doesn't matter who you spend it on, for what the purpose is. You spend the money, It's tricking. That's how I look at it. That's all I want to say.
But it's all good though. If that's how you feel and you want to break bread, just call it, breaking bread. It ain't got to be all that.
Well, I just call it the extended energy tax that you have to pay if you choose to pay it. It's not energy tax. It's the extended energy tax. That's what tricking is. You go above and beyond. Like, let's say you're just, all right, I'm going to buy a drink. No, you know what? I'm going to trick on her. I'm going to spend all the money on drinks for her tonight. That's tricking. Extended energy tax. Hoping for, happy ending at the end. That's just my definition.
Sounds like some Edison shit, man.
Well, I think about these things. I think about these
About
things.
you, sunglasses.
You know, I'm listening, and I don't know if I agree. I feel like if you got the money to spend that you worked hard for, why not spend it? I mean, you can't. Nobody's promised tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. So enjoy your money, your time, your memories you create with it, and all that other good stuff. Doing what you want to do with it, right? You done worked hard to make the millions or whatever you got, thousands. You ain't got to be a millionaire, thousandaire, whatever. If you want to spend your money on lap dances and alcohol in the club, do that.
Yeah, it doesn't make tricking as a negative connotation.
Right.
Because like I said,
it could be a good thing too. It's a matter of you just doing it, still the action of it.
Yeah, you trick money off on yourself. Like
Yeah.
you might see something in the mall or online. Everybody, I want that. I'm getting it.
Yeah, Amazon will call me a trick.
Yeah,
I trick on Amazon
definitely
all day
called
long.
me a trick. I just
Amazon
dropped a
Prime.
whole shitload just this past week on Amazon. Damn, I had like 15 things in my cart.
Everybody's seen that documentary called Broke, right? About former athletes that have like gone broke.
We were
Yeah.
just talking about that last
I've seen
night.
it.
Yeah, and basically, like guys like Vince Young, for example, were on there and they were talking about him spending like 60 G's
At the Cheesecake Factory,
Cheesecake
yeah.
Factory.
Like for what?
Yeah, buying out like Southwest Airlines
Yeah,
tickets.
man.
And,
Just because.
Just 'cause you can't.
just because.
And then you want to maintain it after you stop playing.
Now
whatever.
that's
It's like,
reckless tricking.
That's reckless.
That's reckless tricking.
That's that mentality that the money ain't never gonna
It's
stop.
never gonna stop, right?
You know,
But isn't that the mentality of the dude that's blowing money in the strip club?
in theory.
Yeah,
Your
in
word.
most cases, right? But
Maybe. Maybe.
but you think about it, like NFL players' careers don't last as long as most other
Right.
sports people.
But I feel like they spend the most reckless when it comes to that, when it comes to tricking. Like they'll trick quicker than any other athlete to me. And they have the shortest career span. So it's almost like, is that a mentality thing? Is it just,
culture thing.
culture thing?
Culture.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
So.
All right. Good stuff, man. Speaking of sports and athletes, NBA playoffs are underway. I want some predictions, man. Who y'all got coming out the East? Who y'all got coming out the West? Who y'all got winning the whole thing?
Well, it won't be the Lakers.
Oh yeah,
that.
definitely not.
Or the Clippers.
Or the Clippers. Clippers are at home too.
Yeah.
For all you so-called Clipper fans out there,
I don't know who want to go first.
I have no clue. To be honest, I haven't had.
That's a
time to
good
watch
response
many
though,
games.
because okay. So I guess I'll start. I've watched a lot of games, and like for me, this playoff series actually has the most parity in a long time to me.
I feel like it's wide open.
It's wide open. I mean, especially consider teams getting injured players,
Right.
key stars being out. Even though some of these series, you're just like Golden State, they're up 3-0. All right, you're probably going to win that series.
Yeah.
But then the next round, I'm looking at the next round of stuff. Like, so we're talking about who I think was going to win it all. All right, as of right now in the West, if Devin Booker doesn't come back,
right.
it's probably going to be Golden State. That's going to get
I think
there.
so.
I mean, they locked in. That Jordan Poole
They
kid.
looking good too. Poole,
I mean, he's
been
locked
balling out.
in. Like, that dude going to get the bag from somebody.
Right.
And it's been because he had to play. He had to step up
Right,
when
and so it's like
Steph
Clay,
was out.
Clay
Yeah,
Thompson
Clay was
being
out.
hurt
Yeah.
was a blessing in disguise for him because he otherwise wouldn't have had those minutes.
Got hella minutes.
So yeah, they got like a 3-headed monster there with them. So I get probably Golden State if Booker don't come back in the East. East is tough, man. I mean, it's hard for me not to. I don't see who's going to stop Giannis 4 out of 7 times. To be honest with you, I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
they got Middleton being hurt right now, and that's a huge loss to them. But if it ain't the Bucks, it would be Miami to me. I love me some Jimmy Butler, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they
it's
look good the other
Giannis,
night,
Giannis factor to me. I don't know.
Who y'all got? Who y'all got winning it? Who y'all winning the whole thing? Who coming out with the chip this year?
I'll probably say Golden State.
I hate to say that shit.
Because I watched that game. There's a few, probably all 3 of their games they didn't play. Man, they like Roy said, they locked
rolling.
in.
They locked in,
They're rolling,
man.
But they have no size, and that's the thing about it, which I fear when it comes to like a finals matchup. Let's say if the Bucks get there, ain't nobody stopping Giannis. Ain't nobody on that team stopping
Ain't
him.
nobody. They have nobody to
The
guard.
Bucks, the Bucks ain't getting there.
Who you think
Who's
in
coming
there?
out the East then?
Man, I like
Miami, Philly.
Miami playing real good, man. I was watching them the other day. Their defense was, man, they was on point. Boston's playing great defense.
They got a great coach too.
Boston look good.
Boston. Oh yeah, Boston.
look good.
Oh, you know what?
good.
Yeah, they
That's
shocking.
a sneaky one right there.
They
Boston
shocking,
might get there.
Yeah, they shocking the Nets.
I
right
hate
now.
Boston too, but that squad, I love that squad.
I want to see.
I hate that
I
team.
want to see Embiid, man, get there, but
He hurt, ain't he?
Yeah, he playing
hurt
with
too?
something in his wrist again.
Thumb or
playing,
something?
though.
yeah, he's still playing.
No,
but
Boston. That's a good one. I forgot about Boston.
Boston, man, they locked
Yeah.
in too, defensively and offensively.
Yeah, Boston looks
Who
good.
you got, Doris?
I want to.
I agree with everything y'all said. In the West, though, I like that young Memphis team, man. There's something about them, man.
They missing a player to me, though, man.
I like Ja, though, man.
I love Ja.
They missing a player, but I think they so young and it's so new to them. Like they don't
don't
have that fear.
Right, they don't know the moment. They're just
they
there.
don't understand the moment. They're just playing basketball, and that's a scary team.
Well, yeah, considering they came back at 21 points against Minnesota the other day.
Yeah.
Or 24, whatever it was. 26 points, yeah. Came back and won that game by 12, which is crazy.
Right.
A 33-point swing in the fourth quarter.
Right.
That's wild. That's crazy.
It's going to be a whole lot of people in Minnesota drinking tonight.
Right.
Right? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It should be interesting, man.
Yeah.
I want to see how it plays out. I'm sure we'll be talking about it in the next, episode on kind of who wins the next couple rounds. But
you guys think
That's interesting, though.
LeBron being at home this year has made the NBA better? Like you got a chance because LeBron is like the sun, right? Everything
Right.
like focuses on him, but now it's kind of put the
people
spotlight on.
get to see these other players that they
Young
wouldn't
dudes.
necessarily be highlighted.
I don't know. I don't
world.
think so because I think the NBA would rather have had LeBron in it because
True.
it's a money making
For sure.
thing for them, and casual fans would tune in to watch LeBron. But to your point that I think you're trying to make is that it gets more exposure to other stars that may not have had that stage if LeBron was,
Right.
he's a polarizing player, so taking over all that media time and space and things of that sort. But yeah,
He did tweet that he ain't missing the playoffs again.
I mean he's tweeting a lot. His tweets are pretty.
He ain't got shit else to do.
He ain't got nothing to do.
He's just tweeting. I miss this.
We'll see what the front office do.
Right.
So we got a lot of stuff happening. I don't know if y'all heard or saw Mike Tyson on the plane. Dude was just being obnoxious, like singing. Apparently he like threw a water bottle at him or something or whatever.
Right.
That's what escalated it. But
It was ludicrous.
yeah.
Whoop that trick.
So yeah, it was pretty hilarious. It looked like he was open hand slapping him, which probably was beneficial for the guy because he probably would have been
Definitely beneficial.
dead or in the hospital. But have y'all ever experienced somebody being obnoxious on a plane or like anywhere in public? Like, have y'all had any experiences with obnoxious people?
I had somebody pull out a whole buffet out of a bag
On the plane?
On the plane, like
Oh,
seafood.
that's the worst.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It smells.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. It was like a
man.
4-hour flight.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. So that was bad.
I've had it happen to me a lot, like not so much on planes because usually it's like a kid and I'll give him the death stare or tap him or just kind of elbow the kid or the seat. Usually they'll kick me in the seat or I'll turn around like, hey, control your kid.
Right.
But most of the time when it's happened to me, it's been like in the movie theater. Like I'll get somebody being obnoxious in theater and I'll tell somebody shut the fuck up quick in the theater. Like, yo, shut up. Like, I'll say that and stand up. And I'm like, I don't care because it's like you're disturbing everyone. Like, just
I pay money to be here.
right. And they're just saying this random stuff just for no reason. So, no, it's usually happened to me in a movie theater opposed to an airplane.
I was just in a movie theater and this dude brought his kids and they was loud as shit. He was on his phone, like watching videos on
Right.
his phone with the sound
During
on.
the movie.
During the movie. And then one of the little kids was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he said, he was like, I don't give a fuck, pee on yourself. I was like, damn, dude, like what is really happening?
Is that
right
Magic
now?
Johnson Theater?
No, that was at the bridge. That's what I felt like. It was at the
them
bridge,
kids.
man. I'm like,
Oh, it was at the
this is
bridge,
crazy.
right?
I was like, yeah, I ain't coming back here, dog. Stick to platform.
That's wild.
JT, you ever had an
Oh,
obnoxious
man.
on the plane or anywhere?
Yeah, people be obnoxious every day. Like, let me think. Driving people are obnoxious. But it's one thing that really bothers. Well, you can say it bothers me, right? So you're in the gym, right? You getting your workout on, whatever.
I think I know where you're going.
You hit the sauna. You're like, okay, I'm about to relax. Somebody come in there talking on speakerphone. It's like,
Oh
like
man, that
this,
is
the
the
hand.
worst.
yeah, it's like
Holding it up like this.
Yeah, like dude,
Loud as hell,
I'm in
too.
here like trying to chill, sweat it out the rest of the workout, and you on speakerphone,
Right.
like you the only motherfucker in here.
Arguing with your baby
Hello?
mom.
Hello?
Right. No, good. They don't be
there?
like that. I don't mean to show me nothing to me. Da-da-da. I'm like,
That
dude,
is so obnoxious.
we all here
man.
sweating. Like, what you?
Like we don't want to hear your whole conversation. Actually, we probably do because it's entertaining. But then, in a sense, it's like, come on, man. Like,
No, I agree with that
people
one.
be obnoxious though. They don't give a damn. Like, oh well.
Yeah, the video I seen, man, I feel like Tyson's. He lucky it didn't get worse. I feel like, dude, you tripping.
So,
I feel like he was trying to get out. He was trying to get on.
I'm
video.
reading here though that they said the dude lawyered up already.
Yeah, of course.
He did.
Of course, he lawyered up.
Yeah, the bloody
but,
face.
Of course, they're saying he was a big Mike Tyson fan. He was overly excited and whatever.
I don't
Nah,
care.
in the video, he was
Yeah, he
doing
was doing
extras.
too much. Yeah,
doing
way
extras.
too much.
Legally, unless he touched Tyson, because that's like the first thing that they teach you in law school. Words
he
are never
threw something
enough.
at him or something.
If you threw something at him,
They said a water bottle.
A water bottle or something. Yeah.
Right. Now it becomes self-defense because that's battery on a battery.
Right.
Like if I throw my water on you, like that's battery.
Right. So the question I had, and I'm gonna pose this to Rob, being a person of, mixed martial arts or martial arts background, and probably have to have your hands registered as weapons and all that other shit.
Not them old ass hands.
But like, because of that and being like professional athletes, like in his sense of being a trained fighter, like you have to pick and choose when you can use or self-defense. So, and then, what would you have done? Like,
honestly, I've had like issues where I'm like, I really want to whoop this dude's ass, but I don't.
Can't.
Yeah, but I don't, just because I know, especially if it's somebody that knows me, right?
Right.
So that like I've had issues with people and they just, I know that if I whoop their ass, they gonna go, he's a black belt, or he's whatever. So I just let it go.
Right.
But I know people who are not that chill, like that just go there because they want to.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know. I would have tried to de-escalate it, but if he hit me with a water bottle, I'd probably slap the shit out of him.
Yeah, if he threw a water bottle at you,
I would have fucked him up.
Yeah.
If he threw a water bottle at me, I would have fucked him up. But if he was just talking and singing and shit, somebody, stewardess, like somebody need to do something on this plane.
Right.
And it looked like they were in first class. So it's like, y'all need to come check this fool.
They were on JetBlue.
Or maybe not.
They were
Maybe,
JetBlue.
No,
Yeah.
but they were still in like a business
Like
class.
business class.
yeah,
or
he was
something.
flying San Francisco to Miami.
Because it looked like they were in like the wider seats or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I probably.
Yeah,
I would have slapped the shit out of
the
him.
airline should have did something. They should have intervened.
They should have.
Yeah.
Protect Mike
Right.
from himself.
Protect anybody.
From himself.
Anybody though. It's like, look, if I gotta get up and do it myself, it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
Obviously,
I'm slapping the stewardess too.
Right.
Well, not if it's a lady, but I'm saying if it's a guy, I'm slapping you too. Steward.
Yeah.
May slap the pilot too.
And then we got I don't know if y'all heard about Trey Songz, who this woman's trying to get $5 million from him for allegedly pulling her titty out on camera. I guess it's on camera. I actually seen the video.
Yeah.
Popped her bikini open, pulled the titty out.
The titty wasn't impressive at all. Just for the record, guys. If you haven't seen that video, I'll say it. It wasn't impressive.
I saw the blurred out version. I didn't get to see the full
it wasn't
titty,
impressive.
so.
So.
Oh, you saw that, Ray?
Well, I got access.
titties in the open.
Titties in the open. That's what and he started singing. Titties in the open. Titties in the open.
Yeah.
Now, where was this? Was this at a nightclub?
It was at like a party. It was like a day party
at
or something.
the Foxwoods Liquid Sundays, which is a Sunday day party in 2013 in a Foxwood Resort Casino in Connecticut.
There you go.
2013. We're talking about almost 10 years ago.
Right.
So apparently, there's people who are saying Trey Songz is going to be like the next R. Kelly. Like they're going to have like documentaries
Yeah,
about that
man.
dude. Because there's all these allegations. But somehow this man keeps getting off.
Right.
Like he hasn't been charged with anything. Like he keeps getting off.
I got a mole on my back.
He has great lawyers apparently. But I don't know what's her name?
The girl name?
The actress that had an issue with Kiki Palmer? One of them
Kiki
girls.
White?
No, Palmer. The
Kiki Palmer.
Yeah,
Kiki
she
Palmer,
had an issue with him
Kiki
too.
Palmer.
Like it said that he he was aggressive and whatever. All this. So there's been all these allegations against, but nothing has panned out.
Yeah.
So which is why I think this lady is coming up from 2013. Like she sees people going after him and is like, I need to get paid for it too. But it's on video. It's on video. She's laughing and whatever. But like, do you think people are trying to get paid, or do you think that that Trey's really this guy? Like everybody.
He's wilding and somebody's looking to
People
stop him.
saying that, people saying that this dude is like, when the stuff comes out about this dude, people are saying like it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. But like, what do y'all believe? Y'all think it is? Y'all think it's real, or y'all think people just trying to get paid?
So like this comedian said the other day, people keep saying the same thing about
over
you
and over, right?
There's gotta be some
for
truth
5, 10, 15, 20 years.
Right.
Some of it got to be true.
Got to
right?
be. Smoke where the smoke is fire.
So, but then in this situation, I think she's trying to get paid. I mean, of course, it's on video.
Yeah.
This was almost 10 years ago. You wasn't
Right.
thinking about it at all.
Right.
For a whole 9 years, and now, all of a sudden, you know what? 9 years ago, he did make my titty pop out. I think I could use $5 million.
$5 million a
$5
titty.
million.
A $5 million titty.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Ain't no way.
Think about that.
But I think they probably are some stories. There's stories about all these people, celebrities, people look up to.
Right.
Everybody want to bash R. Kelly, and some of them should be in there with him, But hey,
Yeah, it's that footage came from her phone.
No, I think somebody
It's
else.
her friend's phone. So her friend was taking a picture of her,
Yeah.
and Trey Songz had came by, pulled the titty out, said, "Hey, titty's in the open 4 different times," and yelled at her, and she was like kind of humiliated and all this stuff, blah blah blah. So the thought of the fact that she's suing, and the attorney is claiming that she was humiliated, created emotional and lasting damage, self-harm, all this stuff. They want to settle for $5 million outside of court, and giving, you know,
trying to get paid.
Yeah, and Trey Songz hasn't responded yet, and they're giving him to like May 5th to respond.
Trey's catalog that deep for $5 million?
I don't know. Right, very impressive. I was at $5 million.
question.
She's asked for $5 million. That's what it comes down to, right?
I think she might have confused him with somebody else. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. You cut a check like that just off the rip.
I think he got it though, man. Like,
No, he got it.
like nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, you got
dudes make
assets,
more
you got all kind of stuff. The way you can get $5 million, you got to be all cash. You can get it in other aspects, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. The fact, like, does she have a case? I mean, they all have a case until they don't, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's allegations. It's all alleged. It's not what you what did Lonzo say in Trading Day? It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove.
Right.
Right. And well, obviously it's proved because it's on tape, but $5 million is like, I don't know. I mean,
I mean,
worth going to
the
court over?
statute of limitations has clearly like lapsed. It's
Yeah.
over. Like
Right, 2013.
Yeah,
she's not looking
legal advice.
Yeah,
dog.
she's not looking
hit him with the legal
she's
jargon.
not looking for like a criminal remedy. She
No.
don't want
Right.
to
She
see
wanna
this guy
get
go to
paid.
jail.
This is all civil.
She want to get zailed. She don't want to zail.
She wanna get zailed.
She don't want jail. She want to zailed. so she's looking for a civil remedy, and obviously the standard is much lower in civil court than criminal court.
Right.
And it's all
money,
going to
man.
depend on like the circumstantial evidence after the fact. Like, did she attend counseling? Did she get therapy?
Right.
Did
She's
she
gonna probably say
confide in
all
her
that.
friends
Right.
about how this
Right.
incident with Trey Songz
Right.
messed
It's
her
ruined me.
mental up?
Yeah.
Right. So
Now I'm pretty sure to that point he's going to probably want to settle out because, like, if it does come to trial, it's a bad look for him.
Right.
So
And with him already having
yeah,
heat
it
from
ain't gonna
other
be $5 million
situations.
settle out. But
I wouldn't
something.
settle.
I mean,
I'm going, hell nah. 'Cause that's your reputation, man. Like, you know, you settling
on
is like
tape. It's on
admitting
video.
guilt.
It's on video,
Yeah, but
though.
like Doris just said, what did she do after the fact to prove that you suffer some type of emotional distress? You know, because in the video she didn't look embarrassed at all. She's smiling, partying, still.
Yeah, she's in a VIP tent.
Yeah, right.
Shit happens in
So
VIP
if she could
tents.
prove that, oh yeah, I went to counseling, I went to therapy, I
did
did.
she even know who he was in 2013?
I don't
That's
know.
a relevant question,
hey,
right?
That's irrelevant. I don't know, man.
You shitting on Trey's whole catalog, right?
Trey asked him his back. Trey asked him his back in the day,
What's
man.
wrong? Why you?
My neighbors know my name. Whatever.
Trey was good.
What happened? Why you don't like Trey, man? What's wrong?
It ain't that, dog.
Trey was a solid artist.
Shitting on
He's
Trey.
solid.
dog.
He's solid. I guess.
He cool.
Nah.
He ain't came out with nothing in a while. He ain't came out with nothing in a while.
Right.
All right, and then we got another lawsuit. We got
man.
Von Miller. If y'all heard about that one, I guess he's being sued by a woman. She's anonymous. She's labeling herself as Jane Doe.
Right.
And she's saying that he sent sexually explicit photos of them, of him and her together, to two celebrities. Right? And the two celebrities that he sent it to, he texted them and said, "Is this the bitch you want?" Right? And then one of them, he said, "You can have her, dog." Like, so I'm assuming, I didn't get a chance to see the picture. I was trying to look and see if I could find something, but
I
obviously they
couldn't
didn't come
find
out.
it either. Yeah.
But I want to know two things. I want to know who those two celebrities are.
Right.
Number one.
Right.
And I want to know what that picture was, because I'm pretty sure it was something bad. Either him hitting her from behind, like blood on her face or something. Like, it had to be something for him to send it.
Hey, you saw the last photo, Roy, in the Trey Songz situation. Did you see these photos?
No, I didn't. I didn't get access. I didn't get
No
access.
access?
to those.
Nah, we got to get
But
your access
positive.
up. We got to get your access up, man.
You know, on here it says the files are also allegedly include a sex tape between the woman
Oh, damn.
and the NFL star.
Oh yeah, she was wilding. She
Yeah.
was wilding
It's
basically.
a sex tape too. It's not just
Yeah.
pictures.
So they, you know, I don't know, like, if you're familiar with like I guess it's called like the revenge porn
Revenge
law.
porn,
Like
yeah.
that's like a thing now where you can sue for revenge porn. Like, you post somebody's stuff and whatever.
Oh, that
So I guess that's why
jealousy.
she's trying to go
It's
get
also
money.
a crime.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so I think they're, I don't know if she's going. I didn't know if she's going like criminal or civil, but sound like she's trying to get paid too.
I think it's civil. Yeah.
I mean, the emotional distress is presumed, right? Because most people wouldn't consent to videos and photos of themselves engaged in sex acts.
Yeah, I'm sure it
That's
wasn't a
the angle
hidden
that she's
camera.
going with, right?
I'm sure it wasn't a
Right,
hidden
right,
camera. I'm
right.
sure y'all was like, hey, let's put this on.
She's a young
Right,
chick
right,
too, from
right.
what I hear. She's a young woman.
But once you share photos, right, with somebody,
Oh, it's public information.
It's your photo.
Right.
Right.
I'm not sending. That's why I don't send dick pics.
No.
I never sent dick pics in my life because of that.
Do it.
It comes
I
back
try to
to
tell
you.
these young dudes do that one of my little young dudes did that a couple years ago.
Yeah.
After I told them multiple times not to, and that shit circulated around the school.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
That's kiddie porn.
Man, you know, that's what it is. Yeah. I mean, all these kids at high school, that's what they doing nowadays. Yeah. See, we didn't have cell phones with cameras and shit. You know what I'm saying? We
had them beeper.
we had beeper and throwaway cameras.
Yeah, little
had to go
wind up joints.
Yeah, you had to take that shit in and get it
Had
developed.
to go to Walgreens and get that shit.
Kind of plug with that. Yeah.
But yeah, do y'all think she gonna get paid, man, or what?
Probably.
Yes.
Have any of y'all
She
ever
will.
done it?
Absolutely.
She probably will.
Have y'all ever done it? Have you ever got pissed off and like sent pics?
Oh,
and
no.
No,
video
I've had stuff sent to me in the past from people upset.
You gotta imagine sending some shit.
Yeah, I just laughed and said,
Wait.
okay.
Your boy sent you something?
No.
okay.
Just people from the past. You know, sometimes
Okay.
you may or may not take someone's girl for whatever reason, or she shows up. And then the guy gets upset. He's just like, oh, no. I'm like, okay,
Nice. Congrats.
I still got her. It doesn't matter.
Congrats.
So it happens, but I mean, I think it's in general. It's one of those situations for me. It's like for you to do that, you are like. That's a different type of rage and jealousy for you to send that out. It's a hater move.
Really in your feelings.
It's literally a hater move.
You're really in your
You're
feelings.
really in your feelings. You're like, oh yeah, oh no. But yeah, like you said, that can come back to you quick.
No,
You could definitely sue for that.
No, it's definitely an emotional.
I would never do it.
Like to do that, man. People
Yeah.
get caught up in their feelings, and it's just a knee jerk reaction to just hit that send button,
Right.
and then that can alter the whole course of your life, your finances, your
Right.
freedom.
It's just not that serious to me.
Right.
I guess that's what it comes down to. It's just not that serious.
I've defended some of those revenge
Really?
cases. Yeah. I had a dissemination of child porn case where this dude was mad at his girl's mom. Now, his girl was like 17 and he's like 19, 20, right? And so he's like, "Oh, your mom hate me, huh? She hates my guts, son. She think I'm shit, huh?" And so he sent the mom of a video of him doing her daughter,
Oh damn.
Oh wow.
How old was the daughter?
That's different.
like 17.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So
That's
he
crazy.
That's deep.
You gonna die.
So it
gonna die.
got real bad for him. Like just making that emotional decision to hit
Yeah.
that send button, and
Hell
his
no.
lawyers got to like try to pull him up out of this stuff, man.
Right. I think we hit that send button too quick in general for a lot of things without thinking.
Posting
it through.
shit, Instagram, Twitter,
Right.
whatever. Like you just hit
once
that.
you hit that send button, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like it's
Especially-
out there. And if you try to delete it, don't matter.
Right.
Somebody got it. That cloud is real.
Yeah.
It ain't going nowhere. It's
Somebody gonna
capturing
screenshot
everything.
it and then they gonna have it forever.
Happens all the time. But yeah, I mean, I just think we're in a space now where, and we've been in this space though for a long time, as far as like everybody is recording everything you say or do. And the higher your celebrity, the higher the likelihood of your chance that someone's going to catch you up as soon as you slip up.
Yep.
I mean, this person held on to that video for 10 years.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Everybody got something, whether it be an email, whether it be a picture, whether it be a text. Somebody got something on everybody, and as soon as you slip up or not meet whatever circumstances they want to be met, they're gonna blast you,
That's it.
and that's something you got to deal with. So it ain't go all the way back to past and all that stuff. So it's like, that's I think it's almost like the world you signing up for. Like being a celebrity or not being a celebrity. Shit, can't do
you
shit
ever-
like that.
You ever sent revenge porn, man?
Hell no.
Send no videos or pictures, man.
Hey, like he just said, man, it's never that serious. Like, as I've gotten older, I do before I hit send on anything,
Read it.
I'll
Right.
read it back again.
Yeah,
like,
double
okay,
check.
hold on,
I'll
let
delete
me,
it. I'll do that.
and make sure it's going to the right person.
I don't care how mad I am. I'm gonna read it back. Let me read this back to make sure I'm either getting my point across or I'm not just coming across the wrong way. Right.
Right.
So,
Make sure you're in the right group chat. Though.
yeah.
Right group chat, the right person. Make sure you're sober. Right. Don't do that to yourself, people.
Ain't no way, man. Yeah. Hey, if you ever taken a tour of a prison, you know that's not where you want to be.
Right. Right.
So
You gotta watch that Locked Up marathon on MSNBC.
I've seen that too. But
That
man,
is
nah,
not a place you want to be.
you got to go visit to go do that San Quentin tour in the
Right.
Bay, man.
Right.
Even though it's closed down, but you get an idea of, oh damn, this what life would be like.
Hell no.
Right. The guy getting porridge.
Because I'm upset. Right. Ain't that serious.
So more legal stuff that we got. We got a bill or something that was just passed about stealthing.
Yeah.
You guys know what stealthing is? I learned something new. I mean, I like heard it back like some years ago when it first kind of came out, but like I didn't know it was actual law passed now. I guess it's passed, right?
It just passed this year. Yeah, it's new.
So what's stealthing, guys?
So by definition, stealthing is, well, we'll just put in the context of a man and a woman, but I guess it can apply to whoever in any situation. But it's when a man and a woman are having sex and a man takes off the condom without consent. So
like slip it off.
Yeah, that's the term of stealthing, and keep going, whatever the case may be, right? California became the first state to outlaw this act, as Rob said. It's added to its civil definition of sexual battery and giving victims the ability to sue their assailants for damages. All right, I guess it started from a bill that...
So it's battery.
Yeah, sexual battery. Assemblywoman Christina Garcia put this measure out. It's been a measure that was out since 2017 that finally got passed as a bill. I guess from this point, the resistance up to this point has been, okay, how do you quantify what happened? Like what penalties are set? How do you prove it's been committed? And that's been a delay up to this point before it got passed. So now that it's passed, doesn't mean someone wants to go to jail necessarily. It's just that it's like more so civil litigation, more results for the victim, right?
Right.
And that's where we're at this stage. Before we get on thoughts of it, was one thing that they had said in this article that I read from 2019, Women's Health Magazine had said like 12% of women were victims of stealthing. And that same year, 10% of men admitted at stealthing a woman during sex.
10%.
10%.
And 12%.
12%
were
stealthed. Yes, exactly.
So the numbers kind of line up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you were stealthed.
Exactly. So it's interesting. Like, what do y'all think about that? Like it being passed and the legal ramifications that could occur if you're, convicted of this.
That's what I'm trying to
crime.
figure out.
I don't even
Like, how do
know
you prosecute it? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like there's no, like, what's the evidence that it wasn't consensual, unprotected sex? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, how do you prove that we were using one and then he took it off? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that, I don't know. Like, who's to say that there wasn't consent? Mm-hmm. Like, how do you do that? Like, you in the courtroom, like, if that was you, like, how do you prove either way, like, what it is?
I mean, if you've got evidence like a child, right, that was produced from this sexual encounter where, like, there was an agreement.
Or maybe not even a child. It could be some form of a disease or something.
Right.
But then, again, how do you prove that it wasn't consent? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I feel like this is hard. But that's, going back to what you said, I feel like it's probably going to be more of a civil thing. Like,
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's, I mean, you're going to use evidence like text messages, hey, we not hooking up unless you use a condom, like stuff like that, and there's like an agreement on the text message or something like that. It's very difficult. That's why it's in civil court, right? Because the standard's much lower. Is it more likely than not that she consented to the contact, right? Because battery is the harmful or offensive touching of another person, right? And so it kind of this law kind of falls in line with the whole no means no. Right. Because like a woman can say no at any point during a sexual encounter with a man, right? And vice versa.
Now to piggyback off that, I know Garcia eventually wants to become part of the state's criminal code, which is a whole nother level. So it's like, again, to the point that we've been trying to make, how do you even...
You're going to have some flooded courtrooms.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
It's gonna...
Because it could turn into one of those, I consented, but then now I'm mad at this dude, so now I'm going to say... that hey, he stealthed me.
I'll put myself in so obviously none of us are women, so I'm trying to put myself in a woman's position, and I gotta be careful what I say here.
They already mad at you anyway.
I know they're always mad at me. It's fine. How would I perceive that, and how would I look at it? I mean, it's real. It's a real thing. I guess like if we're agreeing to have sex and we started with a condom, I would expect it to finish with a condom, right? As a woman, right. And they have a probable case to me. But here's the flip side. How do you... So if that's the male, we'll say in this case, male-female version, right? What do you call it when a female takes the condom, kind of like what happened with Drake, and try to impregnate herself? That's not... Is that one and the same?
Sneak it out the trash can.
Yeah, and then, I don't know. I'm just throwing thoughts out there.
Who puts condoms in the trash can?
I'm just saying. Apparently that's what
I think with Drake and the whole hot sauce thing, and she was trying to, but that happens a lot too. Like women
Flush that shit.
will try to,
Right, or if a
impregnate
woman-
themselves because of
If a
that.
woman pokes a hole in it,
Poke a hole, all that stuff.
right, he got
So,
stealthed.
Yeah.
right. So that's my point. I'm trying to get at like
stealthed me.
there's two sides of it too. But I mean, I'm just going back to the original.
slippery
Like
slope.
as a female,
Right.
Yeah, I would say that they would have a probable case and cause
Yeah.
because of that. I mean, you're not signing up for unprotected sex. You're signing up for protected sex at the time, and you come to find out it's not protected. Yeah, you have a
That's an issue.
case. I think you have a case. Do y'all agree? You don't
I
think,
think so.
I'm on the prove it part. I just wonder how it's gonna be proven. Like,
Right.
No, I agree. Yeah,
you go.
I mean, no one's gonna text like, "Hey,
I'm just thinking
we
about-
signed. Yeah, we're having protected sex."
Let's have
Nobody
protected
does
sex
that.
today.
I don't think people do that.
Now they got laws that are like substantive. They got like teeth, and then they got laws that are like more symbolic than anything.
Right.
And you think this is like more of a symbolic law because,
think
like
so.
y'all said, it's going to
They're
be
trying to
hard
prevent
like,
people from
enforce
doing it.
something like
Exactly.
this.
Prevent people from doing it.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a preventive.
Right. It makes you
it's a
think
preventative
twice
law.
before you step somewhere.
Right, because you can't get sued for it.
Do you know offhand what the battery, like what's like a chart, like the time for battery?
for sexual battery?
Well, battery's a misdemeanor carries
Right.
up to 6 months in the county jail.
Okay.
I think it's more so people don't care about the jail time. They care more about the civil aspect of it. I need my bills paid. I want this
Right.
paid. The therapy aspect of it. They'll probably be suing more so for that.
'Cause I feel
That's
like
what I
the-
would
I think
think.
sexual battery carries up to a year, though, actually,
Yeah, sexual battery.
Yeah. So like if you again
as a mister.
as a woman or whatever, man, get whatever. If that happened, I feel like the reason that they would come out and try to sue or whatever is because they got an STD or because
Right.
they got pregnant. So
Right.
like something happened
Something
that
had
they
to
didn't
happen.
intend to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, right.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
Or
it's only becomes
out
a
of
problem
spite.
until there's a problem.
Bitterness. I mean, it happens.
Okay, so if you're engaging in condom sex, and it's smelling like a grocery store shopping bag in there,
Everybody knows that smells like, and it don't smell like that.
and it just happens to just rupture on its own,
Dick skin condom.
then is that still stealthing? I mean, yeah, you didn't take it off, but the condom ruptured.
Right.
You remember back in
Yeah.
high school,
Yeah.
whenever they used to get those free,
Right.
those,
Cheap-ass condoms?
those free condoms,
Durex.
whatever. I don't even remember the name.
I remember the name.
The colorful ones.
The colorful Durex
colorful
ones.
ones.
Memorexes.
Yeah, dog.
Durex, Durex, same shit.
Yeah, but them things weren't worth a damn.
No,
right?
they weren't.
Hell
So
terrible.
that thing ruptures, right? And it's smelling like burnt rubber in the room anyway. And do you just stop? Like, oh shit, I just stealthed it.
No.
I'm stealthing right now.
No,
No
one stops.
So you just don't stop.
no.
So
So you just keep going.
Well, back then, yeah,
Hey, don't
Back
say nothing
then-
else.
because it wasn't because I think I didn't.
Is that the cops knocking?
No, in that case, it's different. To me, in that case, it's different because I didn't take it off. I didn't like deliberately
Just
take
bust
it
it.
off. It just
But
broke.
you knew it busted, and then you kept. So that's my question.
I may know,
So-
she may know, but no one has said, "Hey,
I know. So how
the
can
condom
you,
bust."
how
And I'm like,
can
"Oh,
you
so
just
fuck
say-
that. You gonna get this dick regardless."
So
No, I
then
didn't-
in
nothing like that
court,
happened.
you could be like, "Hey man, the condom ruptured." I mean, because it can happen.
Well, the law isn't saying
gonna
that
test
if
your
the
pull-out game.
condom broke, then
It's saying you pulled it off.
it's saying you put.
It's if
Say you took it off.
You
If
took
you
it off
pulled it
without
off
her
intentionally.
consent,
Right.
intentionally.
If you put
Which people
it
do.
off because it broke, I mean, if you left it on, you
No,
It didn't matter anyway.
it didn't matter
kind of
anyway.
yeah,
right?
kind of breaking and
What's
taking
the
off
point of
versus
pulling
you
it off
pulling
after it broke? You just keep going.
Yeah, no, you don't stop. No, you just. I mean, let's be real. No.
All right, so
Never
that's
breaks.
the question. That's my next question.
Okay.
Have y'all ever stealthed someone
Knowing what the law
without
is
incriminating
now.
yourself?
Rob wearing the wire.
No,
Yeah, he
Okay, no, I'll answer.
Okay, so let's
I'll answer.
Hey, he recording this too,
So let's
man.
go. So let's go. Let's. I mean, hey,
Hold on, let me take a sip.
statute-
Let me
statute-
take a sip first. Hold on.
Statute of limitations is gone, dog. You good?
We think
Maybe
I need to get some advice from my. I need,
happened last week.
In theory,
I need to get some advice from my attorney before I answer that question.
Or in the case like we're talking about, like most of it probably been the case where the condom busted or something, whatever. And then what do? Do you say like, "Hey, the condom busted," and then is there the consent of like, "Fucking keep going"? Like most likely it's gonna be
Right.
like, "Fuck man," like
You know what?
let's
It's
keep
going to
going.
create a precedent where people are going to like be coming to the bedroom with contracts, man. Like, hey, I'm going to need you to
NDAs,
sign
contracts,
this.
all that.
Hey, you
You know,
changing the
sign
subject,
this, like-
man. You changing the subject.
Yeah.
Man. We're
Right.
talking about NDAs, man. I'm asking.
I'll answer
Y'all
that.
done it? You trying to-
All right.
that was the lawyer in you
Honestly,
coming out.
all right, have I ever done that? Honestly, I can say to myself, no, I haven't. I don't think I've honestly have. I mean, has it broken in my life? Oh, you can look, dude. Do you know somebody I don't know?
Guy stuttering like Joe over there.
I haven't. No, real talk.
Stutter.
I haven't purposely had a condom on, decided to take it off without the girl not knowing. No, I've never done that.
So have y'all ever done it to where you're like, hey, can we take this off? And they say yeah, and then you
yeah, that's happened. Or it broke, and I get a look like, look at that. Look with that. Ooh. Look like, oh. And we both shrug, and then you know we're good. But no, I haven't purposely, because I think that's like,
and you gotta test your pullout game. After
that's
that, man.
right. But no, I haven't purposely did it, because I think that's like one of those. That's like one of those. To me, the active is like you're planning something. Like you want something to occur. I never want anything to occur.
Why are you laughing so hard, man?
He laughing at me because he he's saying like he got some inside information here. No,
hey, remember, I know all y'all at this table, right? So when the girl woman is like, "Hey, you got a condom?" and you're like, "Yeah."
I'm very respectful, man.
And you pull out a wet nap?
Nah, not even that.
Yeah, sure do.
It's like a reenactment. You got a condom?
Like, I got birth control in my pocket.
Raw anyway. You know, it's like
pop
you asked me if I had it. Now you asked me to put it on. Yeah, that's the kind. Man, knock it
that's
off.
Different though. That's not the question.
There's condoms around.
The question. You're right about that. The question is, have you ever taken it off without the girl knowing? And I can honestly say I have not. Have I done other stuff? Probably. Probably, you know, but I've never done that. No, I haven't. Because that's like malicious to me. Like I haven't. Nah.
No, you gotta ask, man.
Ask what?
You gotta ask. You gotta ask for permission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you should ask for permission. Yeah, you should definitely.
I ain't never did
never
like that. Though.
Nah, not pulling it off in the middle of it. Nah.
Yeah.
No,
but
shrug it off.
have y'all? All right. Let's dig into.
Let's go. Fuck it, we here now.
So if you have a chick who wants a condom,
yes,
and you don't want to use this shit,
right?
Do y'all like push the issue, or have you pushed the issue? Or like, man, fuck that condom.
See, the problem with y'all, because we can rewind this to a couple episodes. The problem with y'all can't say no. Y'all ain't turning down.
I don't know why you keep acting like
vaginal activity.
I don't know why you keep acting like you do.
Hey,
like what?
Y'all wait, what? Come on, man. Y'all gotta have a y'all gotta be strong, man. Y'all making the men look bad on here by not being able to say no.
No, I said no.
I said no before
and mean it.
But like
no, real.
Yeah.
Okay, so that goes
There's
to your
times
question.
where like I don't want to do it.
That goes to your question. So if you got put one on, you're like no, then fucking say no. Like all right, fuck, we ain't doing this shit.
I've done that.
Okay,
number of times.
All right,
and was like
whatever. Doris like hell no.
Or there's times
you want it, you got it.
Or there's times where I've put one on and I didn't want to,
and you stealth it.
No. I left it on. Didn't do any of that. But I ain't gonna lie. I mean, no one enjoys condom sex, dude.
No.
It's not enjoyable.
It's terrible.
It's not enjoyable. But you know, out of respect for her,
you just haven't found the right condom, man.
Nah, there's no dick skin condoms, dude.
What is that?
I'm sorry, there's no dick skin condoms. I mean, but no, out of respect, I mean, I would never cross that line of doing that. It's just not that serious to me.
Right.
But if it comes to situations, you know, and if that's like somebody, you know, I'm exclusive with, because that's what we're talking about. I'm not no one's out here recklessly raw dogging everybody. Let's say somebody exclusive with, and she prefers, you know, to wear one versus not. I mean, that's a conversation we have to have. But I mean, you know, I don't cross those lines. It ain't that serious to me. I just won't do it.
Hey man, for all y'all out there that's listening, that's raw dogging and wilding, man, it's too much shit out here nowadays.
Yeah.
Wear a condom, man.
That's right.
Especially the young guys.
Spray some Lysol on it or something.
No, Perel, dude.
Hey, everybody got hand sanitizer.
Say, dip your dick in Perel and then get at it. Get after it.
Hey,
that's not CDC.
CDC approved. It's Perel. No, we good.
CDC, yeah, you listen to CDC, you ain't gonna be doing a damn thing.
Right.
Get one of those wet wipes. wipe me down one time and you're good to go.
But
came out with a box of Huggies.
But these STIs, man, which most people don't realize, they go through these condoms.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So even if you strapped up,
be a nurse.
You know,
let us know.
You know what I'm saying? You strapped up, you got it on tight, you got that Durex on or whatever.
Durex.
You know, that Goodyear or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
That Michelin condom.
It's gonna go-
That Michelin rubber condom.
But to be clear, you're not advocating not wearing
No.
condoms.
I'm just letting people know, like, you can have one on and still get that.
To your point, it goes back to how do you prove? Okay, so you can say, "Hey, I caught something," but
I
me,
was
I'm like,
using
I used a condom,
Right.
But then it's like, well, I felt like I was stealth, so now I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's a
It
hard
becomes
one.
a he say she say.
It'll be interesting to see
You know
how
what
it
I mean?
plays out.
Right, it definitely be interesting to see how it plays out.
Be a lot of
I'm
date
curious.
line. A lot of
Because
date lines
New York
for us.
has turned it down. Wisconsin has turned it down. It's been on their bills
feel like it
for a
gets turned
couple
down 'cause
years.
it's so hard
It's
to
hard.
prosecute,
And
you know what I'm
California
saying?
being the first state, it'll be interesting just to see what happens and how many cases come up after the fact. Since it's passed now, what happens?
California do some weird stuff.
Well, we got a lot of different laws out
got a
here
lot of laws.
for a lot of stuff that don't apply everywhere else.
Lots of laws.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Take her to Vegas. Let me stop.
Hey, chill out, man.
JT,
Stealth bomber.
stealth bomber.
Call you B-52.
Man, coming in quiet,
So I got a little topic for y'all today, man.
dropping them bombs.
And this is real it's real simple today, right? So I know on Netflix, man, there's this show called The Ultimatum. You know, so
I gotta watch this one. I heard about it.
Oh, you heard? Okay, cool. So
seen it.
my topic today is about ultimatums, right? So without divulging too much, if you don't want to, have you ever been given an ultimatum by a significant other?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You've been given an ultimatum?
Yeah.
Now,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
now.
It wasn't like marriage, but it was just other.
Right,
other shit,
Right,
yeah.
right.
All right, so now the show is over. How do you feel about receiving an ultimatum? No. Before you answer that one, have you ever given an ultimatum to a significant? You all said you received one.
Yeah.
Have you ever given one?
Like him or me?
Any ultimatum? Have you given your
You gonna give me
significant
that
other?
ass, or I'm out of here.
Let me stealth.
I think I've done that.
I don't know if I have.
I'm saying
I
that.
don't think I have.
So you haven't?
We
don't
gonna
think I
fuck
have.
or nah?
Have you given an ultimatum?
Is that ultimate if I say that?
It's
But I mean, I guess it's the ultimate if you say, if we ain't fucking, like, I'm done with you. Like, I guess that would be the
well, then-
ultimatum.
you know what
right? I don't think
ultimatum
I've
is.
done that.
Have you given one?
Well, in that example, I have, and yes, that's fucked up, but I have.
Okay.
I can admit that.
Okay,
yeah.
so you've given and received.
Yes.
What about you?
No,
Doris?
no, I've never given out.
You never.
Good guy, Cliff. I like that.
Okay, so you've all received them, right? So
Yes.
when you received, how did you handle it? Receiving an ultimatum.
I thought about it.
Did you comply?
No,
Okay.
and
What about you, Doris?
Probably to some degree.
You complied.
To a degree.
What the hell does that mean?
Like court jargon right
like
now.
a barter, like kind of like compromise on some
Yeah.
things, right?
Yeah,
okay, I've
yeah,
done
yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But fully, like, okay, for example, in the past, and this is no new secret to any of y'all. At one point or another, you get the ultimatum from people in the past. It's like, okay, what's the next step in our
What are we
relationship?
doing?
What are we doing? I want to do this. Whether it's like, okay, I want to move in. I want to be married. All these other things that happen, and you get to a state where you're just like, are you gonna put this on me right now? Like, and like you got to process it. So it's like, all right, how do you react, right? And at that time, I was just like, well, I guess I'm willing to lose what's going on because I'm not ready for that. That's why. So for me, I don't feel ultimatums are really the best way to go.
No.
It's just one of those things that. And then think about it this way: you give someone an ultimatum, and they respond back. In my head, I would think, damn, they only responded back and saying, yeah, because I gave them this. Like, yeah, either do this or not.
Right. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
It's
genuine.
not natural. It's not organic. It's not something they want to do. So for me, I don't feel ultimatums are really the best way to go about it. I understand why people do them because you want to, see where you're going. You don't want to waste your time any more than you have potentially. But I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah,
I'm not.
you want people to come around on their own terms and
Yeah.
for like genuine reasons,
Right.
Not because they felt like they were pushing the corner.
But you also don't want your time wasted. You don't want to waste your time either. So I get it. I get it both ways.
Yeah.
All right, so the show, after ultimatums were given, people had time to reflect and do other things and whatever, and they grew from the experience, right? So now that everybody at this table said that they've received an ultimatum years ago in the past, whatever, have you grown from receiving that ultimatum, and do you regret not taking a different path?
Who wants to go first?
I feel like the ultimatum.
He do that shit when he don't want to answer.
All right, who want to go first?
I'll give Roy time to think about his answer.
Let me think about my answer in full before I start responding.
I feel like it's aimed at Roy right now.
It's about
all these questions aimed at me.
I feel like the ultimatums I got were like stupid stuff, like younger, like teenage,
right.
high school, college. Like I feel like it was during those times. I haven't really got ultimatums. I don't feel like as like a grown man, but in those times, I mean, it's kind of assholes. All right, well, fuck it. All right, bye. Like whatever. Like I didn't care. So like I don't have any regrets. I don't have any regrets for any of those.
Right.
But I've never been put in an ultimatum like the whole like marry me or move in. Like I've never been put in those ultimatums, thankfully. But if I did, it would be a problem. I mean, like it would have to be, like I said, a conversation. But for me, again, it goes back to what we were just saying. If you have to give this person an ultimatum and then you say you're gonna bounce or whatever, then isn't that like trying to force somebody's hand to do something that they probably don't want to do? So do you really want to be with this dude?
You already have the answer.
Yeah. Are you? Do you really want to be with this guy who you basically forced to be with you? Like that's just stupid to me.
All right.
And then there's these other chicks who like you know, in the show or whatever, that have been with a dude whatever 10 years, 8 years or whatever it is, and it's like, I'm gonna give you this ultimatum or I'm out. So you just wasted 8 years. Right. For what? You know what I mean? Like it's usually gonna bounce at this point. Like what if you were right there? Or maybe you just spent all this time for no damn reason. The dude didn't have any intention to marry you in the first place. Like I don't know. Ultimatums are stupid. I think they're dumb.
Yeah, so in regards to that, right? So I feel as though that people have to touch on the relationship portion of it, right? How people don't want to, for example, get married or move in. They'll have the lamest excuse. Like I think on the show the guy was like, I'm not financially stable. Right. And then he was talking to he was talking to like
whack too.
He was talking to the parents or what, I think her parent, and the dad was like, you'll never be financially stable. Like that's not an excuse. But so many people use I'm not ready because of ...
Yeah.
You know, so then I don't agree with ultimatums either, but I feel like it makes people think about, oh, damn, I made this excuse as to why I'm not taking the next step in my relationship. And then when I sit back and reflect and talk to people, damn, I realized that was a stupid excuse.
Right.
Because some of them dudes on there realize, like, damn, I was making excuses as to why I couldn't. And I get the part of forcing somebody. You don't do it because you're forced, but you do need to reflect on, okay, this is the reason I don't want to do this, but is this a valid reason?
Right.
You know, or am I just looking for a way out?
Excuse versus a reason.
I think the person that's giving the ultimatum, at least to some degree, is looking for a way out too. Like I gave him a chance. Yeah. Like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think but they don't want to waste their time, though. I mean, because time is that one thing you never get back.
You never get back.
No, I get time.
I see what you're saying, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it just depends what the motive is behind the ultimatum. But to answer your question, I think now for me is that as I've gotten older, I know how to deal with those type of questions. Before, I would see that as it's a black and white question. Either I'm in or I'm not. I think now, like, it's like as I'm older, I understand. Okay, let me ask the question. Let me understand where's this coming from. Let's get to the root of why you're asking me this. So the conversation happens, right? So then you have a better understanding. Okay, no, it's not really on. I want you to make a decision. Like, no, I just want to know what we're doing. Are we going to progress? Are we going to grow? What's your plan? And I don't think there's anything wrong with asking someone what's their plan. There's a difference is how you word it, right? You ask someone, like, what's your plan for us? That comes off better than saying, hey, what are we doing? What are you doing? What are you trying to do? That feels like an attack. And then I got to get defensive.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't want that. So it's about how your wordplay. What's your plan for us? What do you see what's happening with us?
Right.
That's a legit question. That's a question that should be asked. It's a conversation. It opens up a conversation. Now, if I say, I don't know, then that's your answer right there. Well, I don't know. What you think?
Just fucking.
We just here hanging out. I mean, so I think my perspective has changed as far as I look and process those type of questions. When I was younger, I'd be like, welp. And I have no regrets because I feel like things happen for a reason. People are around for a reason or a season. Yep. And if things don't work out the way they were supposed to back then, that's fine. You can't. You shouldn't live in life in regrets anyway. I mean, I don't believe in that, but no, I had no regrets from it. No regrets. Whatever dumb reason. No, there were excuses for sure at the time. Definitely excuses for me. You know, but I think when you're young, you kind of you straddle the line of excuses and reasons. You know, like you think it's a reason, but when you get older, you like it's a damn excuse.
Right.
I'm not financially ready. You know what? I just want to do this when, you know,
gotta get this business started
right?
first.
Or you know, I want to do right by you. I think we should do it. I don't want to move in right now because you know we ain't married yet or engaged and blah blah. No, I'm saying because I've said this shit. So it's like, right? It's direct quotes from me.
We know.
Right. So no, I can process it better now as I'm older.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so no regrets. But, you know, Ultimatums has its good and bad sides, right? For me, I just feel like it makes people think.
Yeah.
You shouldn't just act on what the person wants you to do, but you should think about
Reflect.
like you just said, the excuses you make to why you're not doing it, and reflect. Because most people don't self-reflect on their lives, period.
Right.
You know, everybody's too caught up
Decisions.
on everybody else's lives. Like I can care. I mean, I guess I've grown into this, but yeah, I can care less what this next celebrity is doing or whatnot. I got my own life to worry about, family to worry about, and all the other good stuff. So, you know, I try to spend my time reflecting on, okay, what do I need to do for me and, you know, my family and situation and life and all that other stuff. So Ultimatum made those people reflect on that show.
Yeah.
And realize like, oh, okay, damn, maybe this isn't the relationship for me, or maybe this is the person for me. I've just been making excuses, you know. So
True. Well, I feel like I don't want to say wish. I think it's one of those situations with that show in particular. It's like, damn, if I was getting an ultimatum and then you know you get 3 weeks to go spend some time and live with somebody else or be with somebody else, and then come back and let me know,
Right.
who's signing up for that? Like,
That's crazy to me.
you know what I mean? Like, is that
You
even
ain't about to
realistic?
spend 3 weeks with this other dude.
I'm giving
and
you
then come back.
here's your hall pass for 3 weeks to go spend time with this man or this woman, and you let me know if you figure it out. We're not together right now.
Yeah, the fact that they signed up to do that shit to begin with, I'm like, yeah, nah.
I mean, they got
Not
more
happening.
than a foot out the door.
Yeah,
Right. Both.
Or you just trying to get on
Yeah.
TV. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. So some
crazy.
aspect of it scripted to me
Yeah.
or whatever the
Right.
case may be, but
It
that doesn't
could be
happen.
both.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell no.
I gotta watch the show.
You
Sounds
ain't,
good.
you
No,
ain't
it's
doing
pretty-
that and then coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
it's interesting the fact that
You kissed her? What?
3 weeks.
You did what?
In the mouth.
It's one portion on the
You
show.
stealthed her?
It's one portion on the show, right?
baby,
where
I mean
where so they were all at a table,
Yeah.
and you know then they're choosing who they're gonna go spend that 3 weeks
Right.
with.
Yeah.
So the guy, you know, instead of letting his girl go spend 3 weeks with somebody else, he like, fuck that, I'm about to propose to her right now.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell are you doing,
Which is
man?
crazy,
Like,
right?
You ain't even went through the process. You just proposed because you didn't want her to go spend time with the other dude.
And that happens.
That's not what
And
you
that
wanted.
happens in real life.
It's just like you didn't want her to go do.
Exactly.
I
That
don't
happens in
wanna-
real life.
that
A
happens
chick
in
will be
real
like,
life.
you know what? I'm
Yeah.
done with you then, and blah, blah, blah. And then when they getting ready to leave, then it's like, all right, fuck it. All right, let me
I'll do it. No,
marry
'cause
me.
I'm-
Marry
right.
me.
Like
Right.
Martin.
Yeah.
Like Martin.
Like, damn. Are you happy?
Like step, and then she start walking. No, don't leave me, don't leave me.
Then you trying to get Brian McKnight to sing for you.
Right. Flowers for the lady. That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
That's
But
a real
people,
thing, man.
people do it. People
a
will
thing.
do that. To guys and girls, men and women both will do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose you, so here,
I'm
fuck it,
gonna
I'm
do-
here.
yeah.
I'm gonna
If
give.
I can't have you,
Those don't
nobody.
work though.
They don't work.
It don't work
And
like
usually
that.
don't
Yeah,
last.
not in the long
It don't
run.
last.
No, they usually don't last.
In the long run.
You're wasting more time.
Yeah, man.
All right, good discussion, man. No ultimatums, but you know, just reflect.
Yeah.
Reflect on why you, I mean, because we all make excuses. I don't care. You know, it's part of everyday life.
Reflect on the why.
Reflect on what excuses you're making as to why you're not doing something.
Right.
And then you realize, like, oh, damn, I'm just making excuses.
Bullshitting. All right, man. Good stuff. As always, everyone, we need y'all to subscribe,
Yeah,
follow,
man.
and all that stuff.
Click the damn button.
In fact,
Hit the
take the
button.
time and just click the button at the top.
We know y'all listening.
Just
Yeah,
click
click the damn button.
It's real easy.
Just hit
it. Don't
I'll show
cost
you how to do
nothing,
it.
man.
You can DM me and I can show you exactly where the button is to subscribe.
Yeah, he can give a tutorial.
Yeah.
Instagram, the Cup Check Pod. Make sure you guys follow us on there. We post clips and, you know, we let y'all know when new episodes are about to drop. So make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. And you can watch this on YouTube. You know,
Oh,
what I
shit,
mean?
this is
Check it
recording
out.
this whole
Y'all-
time?
Y'all can like it and
Damn.
comment and down there. Leave some comments and, you know, well, maybe we'll use some of your comments and questions on a future episode. But thanks for joining us, man.
This shit ain't good.
Yeah, I was about to say it wasn't that great.
It was all right.
You about to get rock bottom.
Trying to bring it. I don't know. You're going to rock bottom it. It's not that good, guys.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Peace out.
Catch y'all on the next episode.
Bye.